doll is created. Styling services they offer are sew-ins, quick weaves, relaxers, facial waxing, eyelash extensions, and much, much more. It's time for you to find your inner doll. Contact Selena today, serving the Tampa Bay and surrounding areas of Florida. And make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Are you tired of being stung by outrageous nail prices? Well, you don't have to worry about that at Queen Bee Nail Hive. Contact Queen Bee herself, servicing the Tampa Bay area. 813-414-1405. That's 813-414-1405. Queen Bee Nail Hive. Come be pollinated. To start your 2021, go to www.vanessaklinger.com. Click the free book giveaway button. Complete your details, and I will ship a free book to you. Stay in love. Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. New season, new year, new you, new age, new everything. Are you guys ready for some raw, real enlightenment, 100% free coaching at your service? Well, sit back, enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. Let's go. Season. Yes, it's a new season. It's a new season. Yes, it's a new season. Hello, everyone. How are you? I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Right Along with Vanessa morning show, where we provide you with 100% free coaching at your service, raw, real enlightenment at its best. So come on in, enjoy the ride. Welcome, everybody. It is fun, fantastic, funky Friday, and I'm glad about it. Have you guys noticed that time has been speeding up? Yes, indeed. It's speeding up for a reason. Yes, it is. So come on in, guys. I am almost at my stop. I hope you guys had a productive, restful week in spite of everything that's happening. Because let me tell you something, okay? Let me get to my stop, and then we'll get started, okay? Hello, my friend. Hello, son. Thank you for shining on me today, son. Good day, spirit. Yeah, the sky is blue and I'm wide awake now, baby. Well, I'm going to park here. I'm wide awake now, baby. How are you guys doing on this fun, fantastic, funky Friday on this beautiful, oh my God, I'm telling you guys, I feel like I've crossed over into promised land already. I really do. I really do. How are you guys doing? Okay, let me get parked. Let me get positioned. Get everything set up here. Let me just take in this ocean for about 3 seconds. You know, if you really tap into who you are, you'll find out where you're supposed to be on this planet. Okay. Let me let this window up because I know you are raring to go this morning. I know you're raring to go already up. Okay. All right. So, you guys know what day it is. It's fun, fantastic, funky Friday. So let's get vibration high. Hopefully it already is for some of you. And do the Friday song. You ready? Okay. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yay! Things are going my way. Things are going my way. Things are going your way. Fun, fantastic, funky Friday. Welcome, everybody, to the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome, everybody. Let's see who's in social media world. Let's see. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello. Namaste, co-host. I bow to the divine presence in each and every one of you who are watching in social media world, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, everywhere. Social media, everywhere. Facebook, KP Media TV Network. Hello, viewers. Welcome, everybody. So, been an interesting week, no? It's just getting started. Now, I told you guys to get you some popcorn and enjoy the show. What do I mean by popcorn? I mean, you need to stay in the word of God and what he's promised you. You need to keep your vibration high because the separation is getting ready to happen. I'm serious. People say it's the rapture and all that. Yep, 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 yep. You know what? If you live long enough and you stay open, you start to you become made aware of certain things. I'm gonna get to the topic and stuff. Everything we got time. And if you live long enough, and your job, and when you wake up, yeah, when you wake up, when you are wide awake, you can see past beyond all that stuff. Okay, you can see that these are just bit players in this universal show called Revelations. Okay, and you can understand that if you're not distracted by all this madness, and you can stay in your center of peace, you can see beyond it, and you can stay focused. You got people, I mean, can't you? Okay, I'm not gonna get into this tangent, but I need to say this. See, let me tell y'all something. For 400 years, longer, it's been something where there was an energy of division. And when you start to realize that we are all human, and see the smoke and mirrors, then you'll be able to realize, oh, okay, this is a front. They fronting us. This is all this is. A distraction. Yeah, it's a distraction. So, you gonna get caught up in that madness, or you gonna stay focused on what's been promised to you? That's all I gotta say. Okay. All right. So you guys know I give away 10 free books every month. Time to transform. Is that all you got? Bring it. And hello, Grace. Now, see, if you go out to my website, I'll send you the free books, and then you could have something else to focus on besides all that madness. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Hello. And we'll get caught up in all that stuff. So today we're going to be talking about no chance to say goodbye. No chance to say goodbye. So I'm going to run an ad, and then when I come back, we're going to get started. And I hope you guys are ready. I just hope you're ready, because it's getting ready to happen. We're getting ready to get up out of here. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, we're getting ready to get up out of here. So let me set this up, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned. Join us Sunday on Spiritually Speaking with Vanessa and my co-host, Michelle Massey Washington. We are in the book of Genesis. More specifically, we're going to be talking about Noah. So join us Sunday right here via the KP Media TV network, streaming worldwide simultaneously on all major social media platforms as well. Join us, won't you? Stay in love. And see you there. Hello, everyone. Vanessa Klinger here, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Would you like to be a guest on our talk show, Spiritually Speaking, with my co-host, Michelle Massey Washington? Well, go out to the website, www.vanessaklinger.com, complete the form, and your sponsorship includes a guest spot. We look forward to meeting you and highlighting your product, service, or event. Stay in love. All right. So you saw that. So if you would like to be a guest on Spiritually Speaking, you have a product, service, or event that you would like to promote, then your promo package includes a guest spot where you get to have airtime to advertise your product, service, or event, right? We're looking for you. So why don't you go out to www.vanessaklinger.com/show sponsor, complete the form, and I'll get back to you and we'll set something up, right? It's now your time. It's your time to shine, baby. It's your time to be seen, baby. Yes, it is. I've been a little, congested and sick this week, but you know what? I'm good. I am good because let me tell you something. You've gone through as much as I have. I know, boo boo. It's just it's a hard knocks life, ain't it? Oh, you don't even want me to touch you today. You feel what? He mad at me, of course, because he wants to go on the WALK. That's okay. It ain't gonna happen. All right, not right now. Okay, so guys, we're talking about no chance to say goodbye. No chance to say goodbye. Good day, Dr. Wayne. Good day, Cozy. Good day, Reverend Ike. How are you? Mm-hmm. Catherine Coleman. How are you? All right, here we go. Everybody's here. No chance to say goodbye. Okay, so scripture inspiration. Exodus 12:29-42. At midnight, the Lord struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on the throne, to the firstborn of the prisoner who was in the dungeon, and the firstborn of all the livestock as well. During the night, Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, "Up, leave my people, you and the Israelites. Go worship the Lord as you have requested. Take your flocks and herds as you have said, and go. And also bless me." Now, the length of time the Israelite people lived in Egypt was 430 years. At the end of the 430 years, to the very day, all the Lord's divisions left Egypt, because the Lord kept vigil that night to bring them out of Egypt. Deuteronomy 31. Then Moses went out and spoke these words to all Israel. I am now 120 years old, and I am no longer able to lead you. The Lord has said to me, you shall not cross the Jordan. Wow. The Lord said to him, this is the land of which I swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants. I have let you see it with your eyes, but you shall not cross over there. Joshua 1:10. After the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, Moses' assistant, saying, my servant Moses is dead. Now proceed to cross the Jordan, you and all this people, into the land that I have given to them, to the Israelites. Every place that the sole of your foot will tread upon, I have given to you, as I promised to Moses. From the wilderness and the Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, to the great sea in the west shall be your territory. No one should be able to stand against you all the days of your life. Underline that. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Good gracious. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall put this people in possession of the land that I swore to their ancestors to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, being careful to act in accordance with all the law that my servant Moses commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, so that you may be successful wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to act in accordance with all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall be successful. Then Joseph commanded the officers of the people, pass through the camp and command the people, prepare your provisions. For in 3 days you are to cross over the Jordan to go and to take possession of the land that the Lord your God gives to you to possess. No chance to say goodbye. Okay. All right, so this, you guys, some of you guys, if you don't know already, we talking about I don't know what that was. We talking about the Israelites, the Jews, and them being slaves in Egypt under Pharaoh's rulership, right? So 400 years, we already know what happened. You know, they did good. You know, when Joseph, was with Pharaoh, but then everybody died, and they had another Pharaoh, and this what happened. They became slaves. So they've been slaves. Grinding at the wheel 400 years. Serving other people. Hearts crying out to God, please, God, let get us out of here. God, we don't, God, we're your people, God, and we're grinding and slaving, and God heard their cry. And you guys, if you look at it, everything was orchestrated perfectly, right? Because see, while they were in there for 400 years, it says 430 years. I'm interested in that 430 years. Number 7. But it took Moses to be born. But see, look, now when Moses was born, they were killing the babies. What's with the babies, right? And so they hid him, and Pharaoh's daughter found him, and she raised him as her own. So all that while he was being raised in the environment, so he could see his people at a distance, not knowing that what his purpose was at the time, right? But like I said, your purpose will keep calling you until you up out of here. And it's up to you to answer the phone. So once he obtained the courage and he received the vision from that burning bush, he went to Pharaoh and he said, look, let my people go. Him and Aaron, because he could hardly talk. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, so he, told, let my people go. And so he started, performing these little, they call them magic thing where he turned the rod to the snake. And y'all know the story. Some of you do. But, and he kept saying, let my people go. And he kept telling him, look, now, I'm obeying I'm saying what God told me to tell you. You need to let my people go. You know me. I was raised in the house with you. You know that I have never done anything out of disrespect for you, but I must obey what my God is telling me to tell you. Let my people go. Pharaoh said, you know how much money it's going to cost me? They keep my lights on. They'd help me produce product to send across overseas to my allies. You know how much it's going to cost me? No. Okay. Those went to God. God, what we going to do? They won't do it. God said, I got you. So he started sending plagues, frogs. Can you imagine? We're like, what is going on? What is this? We're cursed. So they sought their gods, try to figure out what was going on. Still, it kept coming. To one night, God said, look, y'all need to prepare yourself, because death is crossing over. So you need to mark your doors, because it's passing over. Now I'm going to kill every firstborn You know what? You keep it up. Keep it up. Here. Here. Let the window down. Right there. Go on. And nobody, we ain't going for a walk now. So either you're going to be quiet or I'm going to put you out the car and you're going to have to walk home. Yes. Yes. So every firstborn died. Can you imagine that though? That must have been horrible, huh? Firstborn. Everybody died. In the middle of the night. So Pharaoh called Moses and Aaron and said, look, y'all going to get up out of here because I can't take this. But before you leave, please bless me and release this curse off of me because apparently I've upset your God. So now consider that now. 400 years. 400 years now. But God never fails, does he? 400 years. 30. So you got to think about this now. For 400 years, this is a generation, multiple generations of people, and all they know is slavery, right? Now, that's why you say be careful what you wish for. And their hearts have been crying out to God, free us, set us free. But see, I know they probably thought that they were going to be able to exist in a land, in the same land they was that where they became slaves. No. God said, I got something new and better for you. So, I got a hair in my eye. So he says, y'all got to hold up. There we go. I think. Let me run the ad and get this out of my eye. I'll be back. So, my goodness, stay tuned.
This week's episode is sponsored by Impressive Jewels by Elisa Carter. Elisa Carter has been my consultant since inception of the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. So go to ImpressiveJewels.net today. Get you a little something. You deserve it.
Yep, so all they knew was slavery, right? The whole generation, that's all they knew. And now that God done heard they cry, they got to go. So when Aaron and them Moses told them, y'all come on, let's go. We got to get up out of here. They said, okay, wait, we want to take some stuff with us. So it said, before they left, they left, they went. And now a lot of people misconstrue and they say that, they gave it to them. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They did not give it to them. It said they plundered them. It said, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 33. The Egyptians urged the people to hurry and leave the country, for otherwise they will say, we will all die. So the people took their dough before the yeast was added and carried it on their shoulders in kneading troughs wrapped in clothing. The Israelites did as Moses instructed and asked the Egyptians for articles of silver and gold and for clothing. The Lord had made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and they gave them what they asked for. So they plundered the Egyptians. Now, Moses said, look, go ask them for some stuff. We're going to need it for the journey. So these doggone Israelites, they said, look, they see, because of the situation, because they were in the midst of all that chaos, right? In the midst of all that chaos, they took advantage and went and asked them for it now. But they said some of them plundered. You know what plundered means? Let me tell you. Plundered means to a surprise attack, to commit a crime, especially to steal from business premises. So that's like when in the midst of the riots, people go in and they steal all them TVs out of the stores. That's plundering. So In the midst of all this chaos, while that rich woman over there, the Egyptian over there crying because her baby's dead, here come a come a he comes like, uh, I know I've been working for you for 30 years. May I have that gold pot over there in the corner? Girl, just take it. Just take it. Oh, can I get that mink out of the closet? Yeah, just take it. And on her way out the door, she grabbed that mink vase and put it in the coat, plunder it. Okay. That's funny to me. Okay, so here they go. They all packed up, ready to go, right? Here they go. They going. They saying they go. Thank God it's taking us out because Moses told them, look, I'm taking you to a land that God has promised us, a land flowing with milk and honey. So they got that vision, right? They caught the vision. And they praising the Lord all the way down the road, got everything packed up. They go, oh, we're gonna go, we're gonna have our own city, we're gonna be rich and prosperous. Oh, God promised us everything. We going. They're going, right? Because they caught the vision. They caught the vision. Moses and Aaron, they're going. So here they go. About 3 days in, here they go. And they're like, what is this? And they up and come up on this vast ocean. I'm like, how we gonna get across this? Moses? Moses, now you told us this was gonna be easy. How we gonna get across this mass ocean? So Moses said, I'll be right back. May I speak to God, please? Moses, what's up? God, what am I supposed to do? He said, all you gotta do is do this. Stretch forth the rod. I got you. Okay, God. Talk to you later. So here he goes, forth the rod. And then the water just began to part. Dry ground. They were like, Moses, yes, thank you, God. So they praised the God. They taking it. We going. We crossing over. We crossing over. And they crossing over. They get them midway into it. Here come Pharaoh, because Pharaoh didn't realize, wait a minute, after they don't come to themselves and compose themselves, and people started coming to Pharaoh and say, Pharaoh, look, these doggone Egyptians took all our stuff. We told them to take, I told that girl to take that, and she took 5 of those. They took our stuff. Pharaoh was like, what? Going through, they searching through the house and everything. Yeah, and they all telling Pharaoh they done took our stuff. So here come Pharaoh and his tribe and his guys. Here come Pharaoh. They run. They come, and then the people get midway to the ocean, right? And they look back and they go, oh, it's Pharaoh. And all the horses and chariots and everything, they coming to get us. They're gonna kill us. Because they know we done stole their stuff. We done plundered their stuff. Now, see, Moses told them, go and ask for it. But they took advantage of the situation. See, y'all got to see beyond what the words are saying now. And let Spirit help you understand what it's trying to say. He told them, go ask them for this stuff. But just like people with a slave mentality, they think that that's all they're going to ever have. So they took advantage of a situation and created a scenario that honestly shouldn't have been created in the first place. This raw real enlightenment, baby. I told you. You come here, you're going to get it. So either way, God's grace is sufficient and his mercy endure forever. Thank goodness. So they get on across there. Here come Pharaoh. Good morning, classmate. Good morning. Good morning. So they speed up and they crossing, right? And as soon as everybody got over, and Pharaoh and them was in the middle, the water went back and swallowed them up in the sea. In spite of our ignorant, I don't want to use the word ghetto, but it seems appropriate, ghetto slavery mentality, God's mercy will keep providing for us and protecting us because of the promise he made to us. Ain't that something? So they done got out of that. So they praising God for that for a couple of minutes. And so a lot of people out on the beach today. And so they praising the Lord again. Do, 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 do. Now, historically, they say it was only supposed to be an 11-day journey. And I really believe that they knew that there was going to be an 11-day journey. Why? Because they had all that stuff with them. If they known they'd be in the desert for 40 years, you think they would have carried all that stuff with them? No. They knew it was 11 days. So they thinking, oh, God, it's 3 days, 4 days. They counting it down. 5 days, 6 more days, and we'll be in the promised land. 5 more days, we'll be in the promised land. But there's always somebody who don't stir it up. Always somebody with the wrong mentality in a group of people that have caught the vision. So they gonna start complaining. They said, wait a minute. Don't y'all, they probably resting right by the fire. This is my imagination, y'all. Probably resting by the fire, They don't walk for a whole day. They resting. Because when the cloud moved, when the cloud stopped, that let them know it was time for them to rest. So they rested. They sitting there. And they probably eating on some of the food they brought. I said, oh, don't y'all remember how good this used to taste? When the Egyptian master used to give us the scraps, and we used to just have a good time on it. And, and somebody was like, yeah, I do. I miss it. Tomorrow we're going to be out of it. We eating this doggone manna. What is this anyway? So I said, you know what? You're right, man. So sure enough, Moses, exhausted, trying to lead all these people and keep them motivated and encouraged. He finally get him some rest because he done did what God told him to do. So as soon as he wake up, before he even open it, get his coffee halfway down his throat. There come Moses. Some of the people, it's always gonna be one person, Moses. Some of the people were saying, why'd you bring us all the way out here? Moses, he can hardly talk as it is. And we're like, look, God promised us we gonna go to the promised land. Well, this don't look like no promises to us. You got us out here and ain't got nothing, eating on this doggone manna, and then we can't take it with us. Lack. We can't take it with us, not knowing that every day God provided for them. So they're going to be focused on, trying to take stuff with them. And you got us out here. And now we thirsty because we out of water. All that stuff, right? I really feel sorry for Moses because I would not have been able to lead them people. I was told, look, Negroes, y'all got to, either you going to come with me or you going to stay right here. Because I done had it with y'all. I would have, Anyway. So they get to complain. And I honestly believe that when you complain, you delay your journey to your destination. When you complain and you moan, and and I know I've been there. I was there this week when I didn't win that doggone lottery. I was like, dog, so close. But they were complaining, and that delays your journey, ladies and gentlemen. That delays you from getting to your destination. So they aggravating the hell out of Moses. And he said, okay. And so they got him so flustered that God told him to do one thing and he did another, to get the water. So now he done pissed off God because he done allowed these people to get in his mind and mess him up. See, they got the water. Oh, good, thank you, Moses. Yeah, right. Y'all got what you wanted, but now I'm pissed off God because I did what he did. I didn't do exactly what he told me to do, and that was my job, was to completely obey him. Now y'all got me messed up with him, right? So they went on in the journey. 40 years now. 40 years now. I'm telling y'all right now, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I'm asking y'all up there, wherever y'all at, don't send me back and be Moses, because I don't want that. I don't want that job. because I wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay. So 40 years wandering around the same mountain till an entire generation had to be reborn. Now, this generation was a generation that was raised on memories of slavery, but also raised on the promises of what was to come, right? So here they are, right? This generation being brought up, they listen to what they come from, and they also listen to where they're going. So they had the promise of what's to come, and also coupled with their past, their parents' past, their granddaddies and grandmoms' past, right? So this is why it's so important. Thank you, Spirit. I'm flowing now. This is why it's so important that, and we all come from that, right? We all come from what our mamas and our grandmamas taught us, right? Their way of thinking, but also what was promised. So it's up to you to decide, right? Am I going to hold on to what I heard the past, the slavery mentality, or I'm going to take on this mentality of a promise of a promised land, of what God promised them, said, everywhere your feet shall tread, that I can make my way prosperous, that I can be successful. So you had some people, they died in the wilderness. Why? I bet you those doggone complainers. They died. And it took another generation, the Joshua generation, the fearless generation, the ones who could see, who focused on what's promised, right? So they get close. And here Moses, poor Moses. He said, Lord God, I did the very best I could, but I just can't take it. I can't do it no more. God said, yeah, because you ain't going to see the promise. I'll show it to you. Because you did do what I asked you to do. You went to Pharaoh and you told him, let my people go. He said, you're not going to enter it. Your purpose was to get them out of Egypt, was to get them turned on to the vision, and you did that. And because of your faithfulness, God is grateful. I'm telling y'all. Because of your faithfulness, you ain't going to enter it, but I'm going to show you to you. I'm going to give you a glimpse. So then, not soon after, Moses died. And people say because he, disobeyed God. Yeah, that's maybe true, but I honestly believe that his purpose was to never enter the promised land in the first place. That's just my opinion. So Joseph, he was Moses' right hand, right? So he actually, was able to see what Moses had to go through. So he realized how he could be a more effective leader. See, when you're sitting at someone's right hand, right, you're able to get a 360 view of everything. You're able to see how the leader responds. And you're able to see and hear and be amongst the people that are following, to understand exactly, okay, yeah, I could see why she got pissed off about that. So now my approach would be this and that, whatnot. So Joshua had the advantage, right? He had the advantage of being able to see it from both sides to help him be a more effective leader. So I'm sure that when Moses died, and Moses told him, Joshua is going to lead you now. I'm up out of here because y'all don't wear the hell out of me, and I'm going to get me some rest. Y'all know I'm silly. So Joshua told him, said, look, we can do this. He said, but this is one thing that I will not tolerate. We will not be moaning and complaining. We will not operate from a slave mentality. We will be focused on what was promised to us. See, he probably established, he said, look, in order for us to be successful, this is what we have to do. We have to meditate on the law day and night so that we can be successful and cross over into our promised land. He probably set them straight. Whatever you say, Joshua. We just ready to get up out of here. So Joshua was like, okay, 3 days. Let's get our provisions. Let's get straight. Let's get ready. Cause see, they done went and spied out the promised land, right? And Joshua came back, said, we can do this. We can take them. We got this. 3 days, we going to get it. We getting up out of here in 3 days. That's what we told them. And all them people that probably wanted to say, but what about this? But what about that? But what about that? And these are and shut up. You saw what happened to mama and grandmama. All they did was complain. They got stuck in this damn wilderness. Be quiet. We crossing over. So I'm really believe that it had to get some type of, they had to come into agreement. And the ones that wanted to try to stir up stuff and mess, people set them straight because they look, we tired of being in this wilderness. It was an entirely new generation, right? Who was tired of tradition, who was tired of the way things were, right? Who was tired of what was being fed to them, who was tired of, although they were given all this great stuff, they were still slaves. They were still blind to the fact that they were serving a master that they shouldn't have been serving, right? So it took a change of mindset. It took a change of that for them to actually get so close that they actually could be successful in crossing over to the promised land. See, all the while you've been in your wilderness, you should have been getting yourself together. You should have been changing your mindset to prepare you for your promises. You shouldn't have been complaining. You shouldn't have been whining and moaning and being distracted by things that really isn't important. See, let me tell y'all something. I'm stuck on this, and I know why. I know why. I'm stuck on this. Don't get caught up in that hype about what's going on right now. I'm telling y'all, this ain't nothing but a distraction. Oh, look at those. Meditate on the law day and night, and you shall make your way prosperous, and you shall have good success. See, let me tell y'all something. People thought 2020 was the worst year. Let me tell you something. It was so much money made in 2020. And I was thinking about that. Because remember, there was a famine in the land. I'm deviating. I was a famine in the land, but I think it was Jacob. It was Jacob. He prospered. So if you are operating and staying focused on what God promised you, then you can leverage, even in the midst of what can appear to be a famine, even in the midst of what can be chaos and destruction, you will prosper. Meditate on the law day and night. You shall make your way prosperous. How you do that, Vanessa? By meditating on the law day and night. What's the law? Well, whatever your spirit tells you not to do. Or if you want to just sum it up in something, the 10 Commandments. Turn the doggone TV off. Stop watching that crazy doggone news. Do your affirmations. Prepare yourself for your promise. Get your mind right so that you can start vibrating at that vibration where you become magnetic and start drawing those great things to you so that you can be prosperous and successful. I don't know how long we're going to be here before we get up out of here, but let me tell you something. You need to go out swinging. You need to go out with your vibration so high and so filled with God's gratitude and his promises that everything that you think about it, boom, is there. Because they had the right mindset, and they needed a leader because that was what, where they were. But it was a representative of, you really don't need a leader. You just need to have a change of mindset. And you need to finally say goodbye to some things. See, they didn't get a chance to say goodbye to their way of living. See, you won't have a chance to say goodbye. You have to just, when God says move, it's time for us to get up out of here. I'm answering your prayer. You need to pack your stuff, whatever you pack, and don't be trying to take stuff that don't belong to you. Because they had that mentality. Oh, this is all we're gonna ever have. We better take it because we going and let me tell y'all something. Wherever your foot will tread, I've left so much stuff in my past. I've had to leave and let go of stuff and material stuff and leave. I don't miss none of that stuff because whenever I left, wherever I got to, I had more of it and even better stuff. You see what I'm saying? So they thinking that they're gonna have to take all the stuff with them. Now, and he asked him, said, just go ask them for stuff. So whatever when you're getting ready to leave your wilderness, just ask. Don't be thinking you're gonna have to get over on somebody. Because all you're gonna do is create karma for yourself to experience. They created that karma. Because had they been obedient and just asked and took whatever that was given to them, they wouldn't have encountered Pharaoh running after them, and they wouldn't have had to cry to God and ask him to save them. The great thing about it is that God's mercy endure forever. And y'all, that's my favorite scripture. Because I know sometimes I've been just jacked up, and his mercy carried me through, and his grace provided for me. 40 years. 40 years. Leverage your time in the wilderness. Take advantage of that. Use that to get your mind right. Use that to change your mindset. Use that to let go of what mama and grandma and them taught you. All respect, of course, but you have to be able to interpret what you need to keep and what you need to let go. Right? Mama and grandmama and them, they had a whole different way of thinking. Survival. Just survival. They didn't know anything about planning and investing and saving and getting all, planning for where they're going. They just trying to make sure they don't go back, right? So they just in that state. They in that wilderness of just surviving. So they complaining and they moaning. But then they praising God whenever he get provide for them. But then they get right back into that state of moaning and complaining. So they operating from that slave mentality. But you're a Joshua generation. You're a generation that knows about the past, but are able to also be aware of the promise. So because Joshua and them were successful, although they were experienced and heard about the past and heard about the promise, and when they actually had a chance to see that promise was a possibility, because they went over and they spied out the land and they brought back the evidence, they said that God didn't lie to us. We can do this. Can you imagine when you start to see the evidence of what God has promised you? That gives you more power to keep on keeping on, don't it? I'm telling you. So what are you focused on? Your past or your promise? If you keep focused on your promise, eventually, you'll have some evidence to back up. Now, although people may be laughing at you, like, look, I got evidence now, baby. So you can laugh at me all you want to. I got the evidence because I know what the possibility is of what was promised to me. I got evidence. And that's all you ever need to keep on keeping on. You can be courageous and stay courageous. See, It'll take situations and circumstances. I got 2 minutes. It'll take situations and circumstances. But if you remain faithful in what God has promised you, you'll have the evidence to back up what you've been saying. God done promised me this. God done promised me that. Really, what the evidence is? Keep proclaiming it. Keep affirming it. Next thing you know, you have some evidence. And you ain't got to go back and say, see, I told you. No, you just keep doing what you're doing. Hey, Cousin Lewis, you came in late this morning. Keep doing what you're doing because you will have the evidence. And then people will be able to send back and go, I thought that girl was crazy. I thought she was crazy. Look at her. Mm. You know what? Spirit never lets me down. I was in a juxtaposition. That's my new word I learned this week. Because I was like, I had little pieces of my talk, right? But I couldn't formulate, put it all together. So I just grabbed these scriptures and stuff. I'm telling y'all. And then last night I was putting it together and I was like, gosh, man. And then because I was going to talk about something totally different, I had to change the promo and everything. So I said, this is what we're going to talk about today. So, okay. So, the takeaway is, although you are familiar and you've heard about the past, it's your job to stay focused on the promise. Now, it's great. It's great to focus on the promise of the material things, but might I just encourage you that you stay focused on the spiritual promises, on keeping your vibration high so that you can have the mind of Christ consciousness, because never in history of the world, I'm wrapping it up, never in the history of the world has we as humans all been able to be in agreement on one thing globally, thanks to technology. So it's up to you. What are you going to believe? Right? The fruits of the Spirit, Christ consciousness, Christ's way of thinking. Instead of one person over in Italy, one person in New York, one person in Florida, are all focused on that one thing, that one promise. Now you have millions on top of millions on top of millions of people focused on the same thing at the same time, vibrating. I have never seen or witnessed so many people proclaiming the word of God and Jesus in my life. We are at a vibrational level where it's vibrating so high and so much, it's sending waves out into the universe, right? I'm serious. So never before I can stand and stand in front of you guys. However way Jesus is coming back, he pouring out his spirit on all flesh right now. Look around you. That kid you see with the purple hair is in her mind and listening and praising God. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. This generation, this Joshua generation, they ready. They ready. So might I encourage you people who are our age, 40 and 50 and higher, get it together. Because I'm telling you right now, this Joshua generation, they going in to take possession. What is that? They taking possession of their mind. They're taking possession of knowing who they are in Christ consciousness. They doing it. They operate in unconditional love and not judging. I'm telling you, they doing it. Get on the boat. Get on the boat, people. Get on the boat. We got room for 100 more. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you for sharing. Let me say hello to some people. Social media world. Hello, Elisa. Hello, hello, Cassie. I was thinking about you last night, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for catching on the replay. Podcast listeners, thank you so much for listening. And guys, I hope this gave you some encouragement in knowing that it's time. It's time. I'm getting so. It's time. Stay focused. Stay focused. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Stay focused. Get that vibration. Keep it. Keep it at the level of where you feel powerful all day. Keep it there. And you ain't got to manipulate it. You ain't got to manipulate it because he's pouring out his spirit on all flesh. So you can feel it. You can feel it all around you. That's going to infuse you and empower you to keep your vibration high. Keep it high. Keep it high. I'm just telling you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for catching on the replay. Social media world. Catch me Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Michelle Massey Washington, the great Michelle Massey Washington and I, for Spiritually Speaking, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on KP Media TV Network. We're streaming worldwide simultaneously. I'm telling you, we're streaming worldwide simultaneously. Yep. God's doing a new thing. You didn't know. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Again, thank you for catching on replay. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. I'm trying to find my ad. There we go. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Thank you guys so much again. And make sure you guys watch us Sunday, 7 p.m. And until next Friday, for another magnificent episode of the Right Along with Vanessa Morning Show. Stay in love, everybody. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It is a new year, new season, new everything. So join me Friday on the Right Along with Vanessa Morning Show for another exciting topic and another word that's going to bring you the raw, real enlightenment and encouragement that you need for 2021. Join me, won't you? Stay in love. Thank you for enjoying the show. If you have an awesome product or service that you would like Vanessa to promote, go to www.vanessaklinger.com/Hello, everyone. It is a new year, new season, new everything. So join me Friday on the Right Along with Vanessa Morning Show for another exciting topic and another word that's going to bring you the raw, real enlightenment and encouragement that you need for 2021. Join me, won't you? Stay in love. Thank you for enjoying the show. If you have an awesome product or service that you would like Vanessa to promote, go to www.vanessaklinger.com/show sponsor, and we'll get back to you. We have monthly sponsorship programs, ad slots, all kinds of wonderful, great things to promote your product or service. Contact Vanessa today.